Good evening, everyone. Once again, it's a pleasure to introduce William sir. This is in context of the series of sessions that we are having, which are pre-sessions to the course that William sir is conducting around the Bhrigu degree system. Very fascinating, very different from what we've all learned so far. So, without further ado, I will hand it over to William sir. Sir, over to you.
Yeah, we continue. Good evening, everybody. Just start the. Okay, you all can see this, no? Okay, this is okay. We will do this. The same thing, whatever you learn just now, it is related to it. It's part of it. So we'll free will, fate, destiny, and the degrees. So when you look at a particular horoscope, how do we understand? One is destined, one has choice, one has free will. We heard about manifestation, right? I can manifest secrets. I can manifest. No, it is all fake. It is all destined. So how do you look at the horoscope and tell if this horoscope has huge, big karma? This person has all the freedom in the world, or will we say if this person has no karma, he is forced to do? Tell me, how will you decide? Tell me. See, it is like the phase of life, no? So let's say the starting phase of life, the middle phase, and the last phase, no? So what do you call the starting phase of life? 25 years. You call it the destined phase, fated phase, or you have free will phase? What do you say? What do you call it as?
Starting, I don't think so many things are in our hands.
Yes. So you don't have anything else. You are imposed into. You are supposed to do. So everything starts appearing before you. So you call that state as fate. See, many people think fate and destiny are the same meaning. Fate, destined, it's already programmed. It has to happen. That is a different thing. Fate is I do not have a freedom to select and choose. It will happen that way. So there's a difference between fate. So the starting stage of life is fate. In between, I have money, I have earned, I have control. So the middle stage of life looks like I have choice, I have free will. It will look like it. The ending stage after 60, what do you think? What will happen? Will happen. Right. Same logic will apply to a planet in the beginning, middle, and end. But the only small logic will have, like I tell you, the macrocosm, microcosm, the middle, the starting, middle, and end. There is starting signs, middle signs, ending signs. What are the starting signs? First four signs are called Brahma. Srishti. From Mesha to Kataka is Srishti. From Simha to Dhanus is Sthiti. Till Scorpio. The last four is Laya, Shiva signs. So you must understand this basic. A planet in the starting degree of Mesha and starting degree of Meena will have different meaning. Okay. So you must understand this. What is a planet in the ending of Mars, in the ending of Mesha, and in the beginning of Pisces? It will have a lot of difference. Okay, so you must keep this in mind. I will teach you, don't worry. So fate, free will, and destiny. So the meaning is the maturity of the consciousness of these forces. So degree determines how the nervous system holds the karma. So it's the consciousness. How the consciousness is going to express itself. The whole degree system is not the strength, not the what you have in store, but how am I going to act upon, how I'm going to react, respond. This is what is about the degree. A Baba will not tell you how you are going to react. The degree, a planet sitting in a degree will tell how are you going to react to that particular Baba. So early degrees. So early degrees is instinct fate. Say they show raw karmic level. Life feels fast, reactive, and uncontrollable. Events happen to the person before the person learns how to stand them. Your fate feels loud and personal. Many of the so-called cursed. There I will be teaching on cursed degrees. In this 1 to 6, some are cursed also. You have blessed degrees, cursed degrees. Most of them will fall between 1 and 5 degrees. Some degrees not cursed in the sense, like cursed, they will be there. Because not because they punish, but because consciousness is still untrained. There each has a nature. So everything depends on the nature, how you are going to react. So power arrives before understanding. Desire arrives before regulation. Loss arrives before meaning. In the beginning, there is impulse, ignorance, and bondage. So some degrees in this 1 to 5 can be cursed. That if I have to reveal to you, fifth degree is very, very important. Fifth degree. Fifth degree, fifth is like a degree. What I say, you have started the bike in full speed. Once it's 260 degrees. Before you can take control, the bike has left. That is the energy of the fifth degree. So you need to have control of it. So before, what I say, you can take control, it takes off. That's the energy of the 5. So every degree has a number. I've just given you a clue about what is it. So it can act cursed. Imagine a planet at 5 degrees. What it do? So each has a planet in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each has a total different meaning. So this early degrees are a horoscope which has many planets in the starting 5 degrees. Imagine. What does it mean?
Immaturity, lack of free will.
It's one perspective. One perspective. I will show you one very important horoscope who has 3 planets at 0 degrees. A celebrity horoscope. One perspective is, yes, mature, all that is also there. Okay, middle degrees. Middle degrees, it's the editable fate. Middle degrees are training grounds of destiny. Here, repetition teaches, life slows down enough for choice to appear. This is where free will becomes functional, not philosophical. This is also where many blessed degrees, the most lucky degrees are between, in fact, the whole horoscope, the richness of the horoscope is between the 6th and 24 degrees. For money, for akarshana, for success, for power, for everything, the horoscope is controlled by the 6th to 24 degrees. So it is the miraculous zone. Not all. It's 6 to 24. There are certain degrees which can be very bad also in that. You can also have some cursed degrees even in between that. But most of the degrees are very, very powerful over there. So middle degrees are where habit becomes character, character becomes destiny, and destiny becomes editable. It is as if here you have choice. Here, as if you have free will. Anybody has major planets, at least not few planets, 3, 4 planets, you're blessed. You have your Lagna Lord, your 5th Lord, 9th Lord, 10th Lord, or you have Sun, Moon, Jupiter in the middle degrees. That's enough. At least you can't have at least 2, 3 planets in middle degrees. Okay, imagine you're having last 3 planets in the ending and that's initial 3. No, so at least in the middle degrees, if you have, it's very, very important. So in the middle, there is learning, awareness of duty opens the path. Okay, we come to ending degrees. Here, this is very important. Conclusive fate. Ending degrees carry memory. In fact, I've seen a lot of very spiritual people in the ending degrees. I also have seen a lot of karmically difficult people have it. Yesterday, I was having a chat where her mother was asking me, her 3-month-old her daughter is not swallowing. She's not swallowing. Imagine a just born baby, 3 months, she's not swallowing. She can't swallow by herself. So there's a tube into her. She's asking me what to do. If I look at the horoscope, there is no affliction, no planet in 6, 8, 12, anything. The horoscope is nice. Lagna Lord is not afflicted. Okay, Moon is in the 6th house. That's the only affliction. But when I looked at the degree, most of the planets are in the end of the sun. So immediately I can understand the pattern. Okay, the heavy karma. Either it can be spiritual or many planets are in the ending sign. It can be heavy karma. So 2 meanings, each has different perspective. So starting is not always raw, immature. It is not that way. And ending is not always spiritual. It can have heavy karma. So again, 26 is different, 27 different, 28, 29, all will differ. And 29 at the end of Gandanda, and and the starting degree at the start of a Gandanda will also have a total different meaning. So ending degrees carry memory, heavy karma. Life feels urgent here. Decision to close chapter. This is where destiny is no longer plastic. It becomes final expression. In fact, if anybody has a planet 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, this is going to be the most pronounced. You understand. So mostly it is going to be an Atmakaraka. And then again, you don't need to take only Atmakaraka. See, a planet can have an Atmakaraka less than 25. Or a person can have his Atmakaraka after 24, from 25. Or you can have your Atmakaraka, Amityakaraka, and your third highest degree planet in after 25 hours. So imagine you have 3 planets in the after 25 stage. You have to treat the horoscope differently. You have 3 planets within 5. You have 3 planets after 25. All this you'll have to understand the horoscope itself totally different. So it has a very important lesson to understand. So this can be like fated degrees or destined degrees. Even feel inevitable because choice is gone. It's already programmed. It is an end game. Planets here are like end game. You've already, you're not going to acquire, you're not going to learn anything about it. You have already got it. And what I say, you're not even going to exercise it fully. If it's a very, very good house, this is going to be very, very. I have my Jupiter at 27 degrees. Okay, so I understand about this ending degrees very much. So it narrows into responsibility. At the end, there is detachment, enjoyment, research window. Anybody having Saturn at high degrees? And Jupiter adds, I have my Saturn also at very high degrees and my Jupiter at very high degrees. If you have also Ketu, you are a sannyasi. You don't need to see any other combination. You can only see Ketu, Saturn, and Jupiter until, or you can look at Moon, Venus, and Mercury. Middle, starting or ending itself, you can give prediction. Okay. Here I'm just dividing it a little more. See, early degrees in Aries in the first zone. First zone is, I told you, the Srishti Laya. In Aries, Cancer, Libra, it is pure fate in motion. Life feels imposed. Events arrive before the sense of choice is gone. I'm just differentiating a little more because early degrees in Mesha, in Simha and Sagittarius is different. So you all must know the difference. It can't be the same. Mars in Aries 1 degree or 3 degrees, or Mars in Sagittarius and low, you cannot read it as the same because that is the even the signs can be divided into starting, middle, and early. Early degrees. Okay, in the middle, Taurus, Leo. Sorry, this is given wrong. It is wrong. You could take it as from Leo to Scorpio. You can fate with emotional grip. Destiny feels binding. Choice exists but feels weak. So the last ending degrees is from Sagittarius to Pisces. Fate with questioning, destiny dominates, but awareness already seeks meaning. So this is the early degrees. I'm just giving it very broadly in each side what it means. In class, I will tell you for the 12 signs what it means. Separately, I can tell you. For Mesha, Rishabha, all it means. So early degrees, instinct driven. So again, all these planets in a particular bhava can have. So sun, in the early sign, it's going to be instinct driven. Moon in the early degrees, it's going to be driven by emotion. Mars is going to be driven by action. Mercury is going to be driven by thoughts. Venus is going to be driven by attraction or repulsion, depending on the house it is. Jupiter is going to be belief system by dharma. It can be Saturn is going to be endurance, struggle. Rahu is going to be the instinct for craving or obsession. Ketu is going to be driven by withdrawal or detachment. So this is when you have these planets, what is your driving force? You can understand in early degrees. So early degrees, dominant life. So anybody have most of the planet in early style, there is a particular lifestyle. Falls in love fast. They are very quick, very impatient, shifts fast, they travel, they cannot be in one place. So, some people always want to move and travel, change the cities, acts fast, gets into a situation. What is it? All these ADHD people, no? You have who's having it? Lagna, it's starting, moon and Mercury and Mars in the starting degree will have ADHD. Very impatient people. Start up mentally, but very young at heart, always young at heart. They will also enjoy. They love experimentation, risk taking, unstable. Very quickly they will learn. Sudden attraction, they'll fall in love immediately. Dramatic breakups, quick rebounds. So the emotional tone is going to be restless, impulsive, easily triggered, easily inspired. Life lesson, turning reaction into awareness. You will hear them say, I learn only after I mess it up once. So it's not necessary you have Lagna, Moon, Lagna Lord, key planets. This is what your lifestyle. You don't need to see where the planets are. You just see where a planet is in a particular spot in the house. It will go deeper when you know the degrees meaning also. So it is very strongly defined. You can. Okay. Now this is the thing. Look at Narendra Modi's horoscope. 3 planets is 0 degrees. He has his moon at his sun at 0, and he has his Mars at 0 and Mercury at 0. So now, what does it mean? See, now the whole picture changed. I just want to give it the other perspective, and it is at 0 degrees also. Sun at 0, it is identity, born in duty, work, and service. Mars at 0 is power, born in conflict, risk, and survive. 0. You see the meaning? Mars is at 0 degrees over here. Mars in his own sign in Scorpio, it is sitting at 0 degrees. What is the meaning? What is it? He's a politician. It is only battle. Throughout battle, this is where it is going to be. So in the midst of battle, that is the meaning of what I said. And Mercury at 0. Street, a politician's mind, street smart, tactics, strategy. All this is what it is there. It has a very, very raw, it comes. But it's not only, he's just not made up of these 3 alone. But this is his major karma in life. The Sun, Mars, and Mercury karma is the major in life. There are 29, exactly opposite you have is Saturn at 29 degrees. Power sealed for long term. Rahu at 5, massive pull. Venus, Jupiter, and Lagna are in the middle. See the balance. Vital planets are in the middle. So this is very beautiful. There is some planets in the 3 vital planets in the middle. There are mad in the middle, and there are planets in the last. And Saturn, maturity, a person having 29 Saturn is mature. It's very, very important.
So Rahu and Ketu are cursed in the cursed degree or no?
No, they are no. It is actually 5 degrees, so it's supposed to be like that. I will explain to you why it's not cursed itself. It is an 5th degree is extremely very uncontrolled. You can't handle it. It is like I give a bike to a young boy. How will he handle it? 360 degrees bike or a race car to a youngster. How will he handle it? It's beyond what you can handle. Again, it depends on which power or how you handle it. It is pure force. Among the 1 to 5 degrees, 5th degree is like understand like mass at exaltation. That is the meaning of the 5th degree. A planet at 5 degree will act that particular aspect of it. It will be at its highest. It will be at its wildest state. The planet at the 5th degree. So I'm giving you a meaning of 1 degree. Okay, 5 is like a planet at its wildest state. Any planet, imagine Venus at 5, Moon at 5. So the planet will be at its wildest self at the 5th degree.
So, and 5 means 5 degrees 0 minutes to 5 degrees 59 minutes.
Yes, that's a very good question. From 5.00 to 5.559. It will be. So this is one example of Narendra Modi. So just not to tell it, zeros are not always immature. There's one perspective. It can also mean your whole life depends. You have a lot of work regarding it. The whole karma to it. So a good chart is always better to have some planets in the beginning, some planets in the middle, some planets in the last. It's a quite good balance. Like a youngster, a middle age, and an old man are controlling a particular function. But it depends on which is beginning, which is middle, which is end. Should not be topsy-turvy. Saturn in the beginning, Ketu in the beginning, and you have Venus and Moon in the ending, the meaning will change. So this a lot of logic into this aspect itself. Okay, middle degrees. Here you have free will and it's a choice zone. So anybody has a lot of planets between 6 to 25, you have more control, more successful people in any aspects. You have a planet in a particular bhava in the 6 to 24 degrees. What I said, you have much better control. A malefic will not harm much. A benefic will do very, very good. So it is very, very important. So many other aspects will come. A planet in the 2nd or 11th house in the 6 to 24 and strong. What I say, you will make the best use of it. Again, each, like I told you, 5th is the wildest zone. 6 to 25 has a lot of meaning. In what degree in this also will have a big, you have Mohini degrees, you have explosive degrees, you have Visha degrees also. But quite less in this, not much in the 6 to 24. Mostly it is in the ending or in the starting. The 6 to 24 will not have it. Most of them are nice. Few will be there. So what is it? In the middle degrees, Aries, this is written wrong, Aries to Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So free will earn through action. Fate still pushes, but choice begins to redirect destiny. So I think the best middle degrees is from Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. This is so anyone in this sign, because they're middle of the sign, and in the middle you have perfect control of the horoscope. So those are the signs which have perfect control. And in that, even in the middle, the 15, 16, 17, all is very powerful. Even, see, you can, I'm just teaching you one section of a cycle. There you can divide the degree into 10 hours, 10, 10, 10. You can divide the degree into 12, 12 hours, 12, 12, and 6 hours. So you can divide it into 5, 5 also. So I will tell this different of understanding difference. I'm just for this, what is beginning, middle, ending I'm teaching. You can divide it into different sections for understanding different aspects of it. I'm telling. So middle degrees, okay, maximum free will. Anybody has a planet in Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio, and in the middle, 6 to 24, they are the best, most controlled, most powerful zone in the horoscope. So you have any horoscope with these 4 signs and in the middle, fantastic. But in the middle, you have it in the starting and ending, it's a different way. But you have it in the middle, it is very good. So again, middle, the last ending degrees, it is Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Choice is guided by destiny. Again, these are middle degrees. All of them is middle degrees only. But here again, you must understand the meaning. It is slightly different. In Mesha, the middle, and in Leo, the middle, and Sagittarius or Pisces, the middle is different. Free will aligns with a larger life direction. So here, what I say, planets in the middle degrees, here identity is chosen. It's a trained emotional life. Directed effort, mass. Mercury is deliberate decision making. Venus is consciously choosing bonds. Jupiter is examined belief. Saturn is earned stability. Rahu is directed ambition. This is not uncontrolled ambition. Rahu in 0, in the middle, Rahu in matter. So it is a directed ambition. So you see, you can't read a planet without the degrees. Rahu is not always obsessive. Rahu is not out of control. Where the degrees, the meaning of the malefics and the benefics changes. There are malefics in certain degrees good, certain degrees it can be totally different. So Ketu intentional withdrawal. Ketu in the starting, middle different. The whole detachment aspect itself is different. Ketu is best in the ending. Middle degree dominant. So this is the lifestyle of people who have many planets in the middle degree. It is what I say, you have a lot of control, steady education, steady jobs, steady growth, builds reputation slowly, especially in the fixed side of Leo and Scorpio. Improves through feedback, rarely makes extreme jumps. Corporate business, service profession, they will not immediately jump into business. Relation patterns, slow dating, practical choices, long marriages, commitment after testing. I will tell you, I'm talking about the relationship pattern. But when a marriage happens, I've always seen one will marry the opposite. A person who has a dominant starting will marry a person who's having most of the planets in the ending or key planets in the ending. That's how it will match. Okay. The emotional tone, balanced, self-correcting, adaptable, realistic. Life lesson using free will skillfully, very skilled, very skilled. Yeah. You'll hear them say, I build this patiently, brick by brick. There was one movie dialogue which says, I created my, empire brick by brick. This is how a middle degree person will say. You have Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. Each, you have a planet in the middle, especially more in the 15, 16 to 20, with fantastic. Example, you want to just look at Bruce Lee's life. Look at the planets. Almost all planet in the middle. Lagna at 13, 12. In fact, it's what is exact in between you. If I have to pick up a horoscope which is in the middle, the reason he's so successful, even today, the name of Bruce Lee is still stirred up. Okay, planets where they are in his chart. There is another story why he has a short life. The Baba, it is in the 12th house. See, look at the Baba, it is 6th and 12th house. Yet he is very successful. Why? It was in the middle. If you look at his words of philosophy, he has written a particular book on balance. He was a Taoist. He was giving the Taoist, something he spoke about to be water. No, you have to be water. You have to be flexible. His famous words, if you see. He's written a wonderful philosophy book. He is a Taoist physics because most of the planets are in the middle. He knows to balance that aggression in a very balanced way. He's given laser sharp. He's able to give it. But which Baba they are in the 6th and 12th. So I can explain to you why he stopped successful and why he died early also. That also the meaning, we don't go into this and break ahead by this, but there is also a reason why he was successful and why most of the planets in the big ending degrees. So we come destiny, dominant, so ending degrees in the beginning signs are urgent destiny, choice exists, but consequences arrive immediately. Ending signs, heavy destiny, free will narrows, outcomes feel largely seen. Ending degrees, final destiny, that is ending signs, choice turns inward, destiny moves towards closure and release. Especially this is in the Pisces. Imagine a planet, somebody having moons, ascendant moon, and let's say Saturn or Jupiter in the last 5 degrees of Pisces. Imagine you have, or is there, see the last, look at the planets in the last 5, what happens. So early degrees, fate dominates, middle degree, feeble shapes, ending degrees, destiny delivers. Beginning signs, faith through action, middle signs, faith through power, ending sign, faith through meaning. So how the planets are going to act. Sun is culminated role, moon is settled inner world, Mars is decisive outcome, Mercury is conclusive judgment, Venus defined values. The reason Venus is at 27 degrees exalt. Jupiter is established wisdom, Saturn is delivered consequence, Rahu is saturation, or it can be dissolution. Ketu is irrevocable release. Ketu is exalted in Pisces and in the last part. There's no other sign more better for Ketu to be from 26 to 30 in Pisces or in any of the 4. See, then you have matured planets also. I've just told you matured signs. Like that, you have early planets, middle planets, end planets. You can segregate planets like that. So early planets, early sign, early degrees, middle planets, middle signs, middle degrees. Saturn, Ketu, Jupiter, better in the starting sign. Depending on what aspect of life you are defined. So the endings, most of the planet, Lagna at 28, Moon at 28, and you have Lagna Lord at 27, 28, 29. Or destiny sealed lifestyle pattern. Typical life look, feels older than the age, sudden reversible decision, final marriage, final career, final residuals. Lives move through closures more than experiments. Work style, authoritative person, legacy role, spiritual vocation, mostly spiritual. I've seen these people, very serious role, judge, you can be a judge, very responsible roles. You're head of, very respectable things are given to them. Very heavy roles are given to them. Relationship patterns will be karmic bond, late marriages, long separations, complete withdrawal, emotional tone, detached, intense, resigned, wise, sometimes. Imagine Saturn at 27. Jupiter is 20, Lagna 27. So the whole meaning changes. life lesson, learning how to end with grace. You will hear them say, this chapter is done. So this is the planet. So if you, okay, this is, I've given a negative tone, but I've seen a lot of spiritual people also with planets in the ending sign. So this is, see this particular chart. Her Lagna is at 27. Okay. Mercury is at 29. Saturn is at 25. So this is a mentally, physically challenged. Vital planets, Lagna it is at 27. And Mercury for intelligence it at 29 degrees. Lagna is at 27 degrees. There is more rules to tell why she's also, I can tell you. But here I'm just giving, I'm stretching on ending many I've seen mentally ill people. I've seen very heavy people who cannot take the role. The karma is overburdened. Like I told you, the child who cannot, 3 months old child who cannot swallow, she's struggling to live, has her 5 planets. I was stunned the moment I saw. Everything looks nice, but 5 planets or 6 planets in 27, 28, 29 days. It's very, very difficult. Those people will shine only after 60. See, there is a Bhrigu. I will tell you one secret. Looking at the degree, I can tell what age what something happened to you. So timing of events will be fantastic. 15 degrees when it will happen. 27 degrees. Each degree, there is a lot about timing. Beginning degrees, there is a timing. It will happen early. Middle degrees, it will happen in the middle. Last degrees of the sign will happen last. You can look at the degree and things timing can be the wonderful timing will be there. You can tell 27th year, you will see a Bhrigu guy telling 27th year you will get married. How did he say that? Exactly age, what it's to say. It can be. So you many planets ending of a sign, you will struggle in the beginning stage. Lagna, you have most of the vital planets, you will struggle because the frequency of that particular degree is only in the ending. The middle, most planets in the middle sign, you will succeed only in the middle. Most, in case Lagna, more in the starting degrees, initially you would do well. But then after that, what is in middle and end, you will find it difficult to manage. So the degrees, every degree has a particular timing role also, or logic and rational of the timing is also there. Okay, then we finish the session with Gandanda degrees. Okay, so the same role, but when you have to understand what is Gandanda. So when it is Gandanda, you know, Gandanda is the starting of Mesha, Simha, and Dhanus. Those starting degrees are beginning degrees of Gandanda. 320 degrees is Gandanda. Last degree of the watery signs are Gandanda. So what is ending signs of Cancer and ending sign of Scorpio or ending signs of Pisces are Gandanda. So the same meaning I told you for beginning and ending, when it is in Gandanda, it becomes more completely different. So you'll have to take it like me, ending side Gandanda, past life karmas, closing, emotional overload, sudden loss, detachment, exhaustion, old soul, repetitive suffering for these. Starting sign, it's a forced rebirth, sudden courage, aggression, survival instinct. Life begins the fire signs. Starting Gandanda is the fire signs. So starting versus ending degrees, birth, karma, raw beginnings, last 2 degrees, exhausted karma, closure. Again, there is a meaning between 28, 29, 30. 30 is the 29 and after. The last 30 minutes is 30. So Gandanda plus early degree, violent rebirth. Gandanda plus late degrees, violent, forced karmic closure. So this is the end of the second session. So anybody has doubts, you can ask.
Any questions, anybody?
I have one question, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So as you said that last degrees, you don't have as much of a free will. That means that remedies will also not work properly
No.
or appropriately in these degrees?
No. Again, it depends on 26, 27, 28, 29. Each has a million. Sometimes it is only in the 29 degree, it is dangerous. 28, 29. No. In 25, 26, 27, no problem. You can handle it. You can handle it. You can definitely handle it. Only at 29, 29, it's almost, it is like you're in, what is it, with the ventilator, right?
Okay. And also you said that bad planets or karmic planets, higher degrees are good. So in that case,
no, it's not exactly being good. It's a frequency. You understand? Saturn is by nature an old, a late ending planet, no? So Saturn functions, its actual Saturn traits better in the last rather than the middle and beginning. But normally, I've seen anybody having Saturn high degrees, huge karmas there. It's what I say, it's better if it is in the middle. Most of the planets in the middle, it is balanced, depending on for what. It also depends on what purpose a planet in the middle, beginning or end. If you want spirituality, Saturn, Ketu, and Jupiter in ending sign is excellent. You want to enjoy life. I want money. I want power. Means most of material, it in the middle, it is nice. You want to be young, always. You don't have to have any responsibility. Careless, you want to live. Most of the planets in the starting sign, it's excellent. You'll always be irresponsible throughout it.
So I'm asking is because in Gochara also, so or a progression of Gochara when Ketu is approaching some planet, so we can also predict that the Gochar will be good or bad in that case also.
Yeah, see,
because
there is a lot of rules on Gochara. I will tell you. A planet in the lowest degree, planet in the higher degree, in the same house, who controls whom. So many rules are there. So there's a lot of logic is there in degrees. And two planets in the same house, let's say one is in the 5th degree, one is in the 10th degree. Now, who's controlling whom? It can be exalted. Let's say Sun is in Mesha, but you have Jupiter, Sun and Mesha 10 degree, but you have Jupiter in 20th degree. Now, who controls whom? Sun is stronger or Jupiter stronger?
Sun.
So when in the degree thing, I will tell you which will be stronger, who controls whom. 4 planets in one house.
So we are going to learn about Gocharas as well as the degrees of
see
event.
The degrees, how to let's see. I will be learning in the 4th class about timing of events. In timing of events, we are doing something called Bhrigu progression. BNN progression is Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. You know, Jupiter 12 years, Rahu, Ketu 18 years, Saturn 30 years in a sign. I think you all be knowing this. In Bhrigu, it is not. In degree progression is every degree, every year 1 degree will progress. So it's completely a different progression, more deeper.
Okay, sir.
Usually, any Bhrigu people will always use both these 2 kind of progression. A macroscopic progression minus. So this has to be applied to transits. Transit has to be applied. Planets, looking at the basic chart, transit can be only applied completely when you look at the progressed position of planets. It has to be seen. So this will come later. This understanding, first you have to understand what are degrees, how they function. Then timing is a completely different concept. You have so much more in degrees to understand a particular horoscope just with degrees. I'm just mentioning beginning, middle, ending, but each degree will have a meaning. One particular degree, it kills. One particular degree, it crowns. One will make you a sannyasi. One will make you a bogi. One, just a degree. I'm just giving you a broad-based understanding, middle, early, middle, ending. So it is not looking at Navamsa, Dasamsa. This is more 1 degree. Each degree, what does it mean? And lot of things. It's all completely with tattvas. Odd and even degrees are there. Tattva degrees, there's 5 tattvas are there. So many classifications are there. For you to understand these degrees, you will understand the horoscope itself in a completely different aspect. And quicker and better it will be.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, Tanmay.
For the Narendra Modi chart that you showed, would you have expected like Venus to be in the middle degrees?
Is he married?
Yes, I think he got married.
Does he have a married life?
No.
Then why will Venus must be in the middle degrees?
But I think you showed Venus was in the middle, no?
No. I'm asking you, is he married? That's all.
I mean, it doesn't have a married life.
Let me know. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, look at it. See, again, understand, this is just to understand from an early perspective. This is only at birth. These degrees will not be throughout. Each degree will progress. Okay. But when you start a chart, how does a chart start up with? This is the core aspect of the person. But today, the degrees will be different. but the basic will not change. This will always be there. Your basic, whatever you are today, yes, somewhere, you have a particular phase which you are just born also, no? Something is there. So that will always be there. That will not change. So, but this will all mean why a planet 27 will always be at 27, giving him the meaning. But today it will be in a different house, giving a different meaning, but from the same house where it was at birth. That's how it will act. 15th, a planet at 15, I can tell you a lot about it. It's one of the most powerful zones, 15 degrees, because 15 is in between 30 degrees. In between, you have both the zones in between. So this is called, standing in between. You have all the energies, left and right. I'm standing in between two zones. That is what called the 15. So it's a huge meaning, I can tell you, what it is there in 15. Now I have to tell you to make you understand what is the meaning of 15, what is the meaning of Saturn at 29. He has all defined. This chart is like, when you understand degree, it will be all so beautiful. I can tell you each house. What is the meaning of Rahu and Ketu at 5? Moon in 8. What is the meaning of Nietzsche moon in 8 degrees? All that will have wonderful meaning to understand a chart from the degree perspective. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Anybody else? Any doubts?
Yes, sir. Can you explain again about that Rahu degree? Because Rahu will be entering at the 30 degree. So how we have to take it?
No, don't confuse at all. As far as degree system, 5 degree Rahu, though it is traveling backwards, 5 degree Rahu, in a sign, it is only at 5 degrees. Okay, it might be traveling long time in the sign. It is traveling. As far as degree system, Rahu 5 degrees only. It is.
Okay.
It will not act as if it is in the 25th degree, it will not act. Yeah.
So I think, sir, you whetted our appetite, and I think everybody is really looking forward to the course. Just to kind of reiterate, and Shikha ma'am, you can correct me, but I believe it's a 5-day course that's coming up. Complete immersion into the degree system of Bhrigu astrology, things we wouldn't have come across, like degree progression, etc. I think we are all waiting eagerly to look at it, and I think for the first time I got a glimpse of how to look at free will and destiny and karma in a very different light. I mean, so this is quite fascinating, sir. Thank you so much for this session, and looking forward to the overall session.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Super session.